Okay, so now we have done our skincare, our foundation, our contouring, and our highlighting. I meant to mention in the last video that if you're using concealer to do highlighting around your eyes, you want to use one shade lighter than what your foundation color is. If you're using concealer to hide blemishes, you want to use the same shade as your foundation. Wanted to throw that in there. We are about to do eyebrows. I tell you girls, I never did my eyebrows before a year ago. Never. And they were pretty bad. I look at pictures back now and I'm like, ooh. But I've gotten pretty decent at them, I think. And I know there's a lot of people out there that have a hard time with their eyebrows. I'm pretty blessed that my eyebrows are pretty full. I do keep them plucked. I'll go about twice a year and get them waxed to keep the shape. And then throughout the year, I just pluck as it grows back. I know some people have, very sparse eyebrows or eyebrows that have a bunch of gaps in them, or too bushy of eyebrows. If you have too bushy of eyebrows, unless you like them like that, then I would suggest getting them waxed and then start plucking after that so you can get a good shape. But we offer one thing that is really, really cool that I recently got. This is a pack of 5 eyebrow stencils. So if you're not sure exactly what shape your eyebrows should be, or if you are sure but you just haven't been able to, conquer doing your eyebrows, then you could use these stencils. I peeled one off here. This is stencil number 5. And what you would do is you would, can you see that there, that it's got a hole here? It's a stencil. And you would hold it up to your eyebrow and see, oh, actually that's pretty good. See if that's the one that most closely matches your shape, in which case this is, and I use this one a lot. So the other ones, they're either bigger or smaller, or they're bigger in the front and too small in the back. So there's different ones, but these things are great. If you don't have them, you need to get them. So let me put that back because I don't really feel like I need a stencil anymore. And I'm gonna, on this eye, I'm going to use our eyebrow palette. We have an awesome eyebrow palette. So if you are an eyebrow girl and all about doing your eyebrows, then our palette is probably the way to go. In addition to the palette, we also have an eyebrow pencil, which is amazing. And I'm going to use it for this eye so you can see both. I like them both. I use them both. It's just whatever I feel like doing that day. Okay, so I'm going to use our double-ended liner shader brush, and this is the little short angled part, and it was perfect for eyebrows. And I've just put some of the contour on it, and I'm going to actually line my brows, but you don't want to start all the way at the beginning. You want to leave a little gap because you want it to look natural. We're going to fill that in later, and you'll see. You also don't want to draw a really harsh one single line. I like to kind of feather my line so that it blends and looks like eyebrows. So I'm just going to start right about here. And I'm going to go over to where my arch is. And then I kind of like to have my arch more sharp. Again, I'm going to start right here. Okay, once you see how big of a difference that is already. I mean, don't worry, I'd be blending it. It's not going to stay this way. But once you have your outline done, then you want to turn the angled brush because you're going to draw hairs. And in the front, everybody's hair kind of grows up, then over. So you want to follow the pattern of your natural hairs. So I'm just going to draw little strokes. And again, if you're not quite good at this yet, having a stencil is a lifesaver because then you know exactly where to draw. Okay, so in essence, this is the shape of my brow. Now I'm going to take my brow pencil, because at the other end it has a really awesome spoolie that is perfect for brows, and I'm going to comb up and over the same direction as what your hair grows. If you have really thick brows, even with plucking and waxing, we also have a brow gel that is really good. It's kind of sort of like hairspray for your eyebrows. It holds everything in place. I do not have that because I feel like mine are thick enough. And I just brush through and brush through, make sure everything is blended. Make sure everything looks right. I don't want them to be too harsh. I'm trying to tell if that's a shadow or brow liner right there. It might be a shadow. Okay, so this one's done with the brow palette. I'm about to do the other one with the brow pencil, and I pretty much get the same results either way, so it's just kind of a preference. Our brow pencil is super, super tiny. Can you see that? Well, it's not wanting to come in. It's super, super tiny. The tip is super, super tiny. And so it's perfect for drawing those hairs. And then, like I said, it has the spoolie at the end. I'm going to do the same thing over here, but I'm drawing with a pencil instead of using a brush. I'm going to line them. Okay, and then I'm going to start at the very front, and I'm going to start drawing little hairs up. Over. And you just keep following through with that pattern until you're comfortable that they're filled. This is definitely something that takes practice, guys. So if you don't get it on the first time, or you think you look like a clown, don't worry. That happened to me too. Or maybe you'll get it the first time. And then I'm going to take the spoolie and I'm going to comb up and over. And now if you do your brows before your eye makeup like I do, your brows may seem like they're too dark. Like I feel like my brows look funny right now because I don't have any eye makeup on. But I promise once you finish your makeup, it all comes together beautifully. And that's it. It's really just takes practice, but you can do it. It's not too hard. So get out there and practice those brows. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Bye.